Risky visa applications to Australia. Here at Down Under Visa, we assess every visa application before we take it on. We have a no button on our assessment form, and I would hit that button probably every single day. Some cases a week, and we don't want to take them on. We make enough legitimate income without having to waste people's time and hard-earned money. Australian visa application refusals. If a case is weak and if the decision makers, that means the case officers at the Australian Embassy in Manila or in the department in Australia, are not convinced that your case meets the criteria set out in the migration regulations, then they will refuse the visa application. That's their jobs, and our job is to tell you of this risk. Now the point is though, I really detest visa refusals, hate seeing them, and I know how disappointing and shattering they are to clients. No one ever takes it well because there's so much emotion built into the outcome. No one says, oh well, that's how the cookie crumbles. They want to be together and their dreams have been crushed. Now, can I tell you that Down Under Visa never get refusals? No, of course not. It would be like asking a doctor if he never lost a patient, or a lawyer if 100% of his clients were always acquitted in court. Well, no. Our success rate is remarkably high though, but refusals can and do happen. Yet I'm still never okay about it. Now, how do Down Under Visa ensure a low number of visa refusals? Well, first and foremost, we do what all honest and ethical registered migration agents should be doing, and that is to tell the truth. Now, we tell the truth if an application is completely hopeless, and we tell the truth also if a case is weak and if we think it has a high chance of refusal. Now, examples of hopeless cases. Partner visa applicants having never met in person. In other words, that contradicts what the regulations require. Don't meet in person, no visa. That's the law. Partner visa applicant is already married and plans to marry regardless. You get this sometimes where people assume that an overseas marriage doesn't count. Well, it does. A gay couple planning to apply based on a gay marriage, which isn't legal in Australia. That's the way it is. Examples of weak cases. Couple have known each other for 3 days online, haven't met in person, and plan a tourist visa. Ain't gonna happen. A couple have very little evidence of a relationship existing. Wanting a tourist visa for a 23-year-old single unemployed sister to come and have a holiday. All weak cases. If it's hopeless, well, we would risk our registration by taking it on, which is another splendid example of why you should only deal with a registered migration agent and not with an opportunist. We have to know the law and we need to follow the law, and lodging hopeless cases wastes the client's time and money and also wastes the department's time, so we can get into trouble for that. If it's weak, look, most of the time I just tell people bluntly. A sister who wants a holiday but clearly has no good reason to return and plenty of good reasons to overstay, I tell people I'd give it about a 50-50 chance and leave it up to them. Couple who've known each other for a month or less, I tell them to wait and let their relationship develop. I tell the same to those who haven't met in person. So meet in person, let your relationship develop, contact us then. Now, does everybody take what I say well? No, I wouldn't say that. Many are disappointed and either think I'm wrong or that the government has no right to set rules about who can and who can't enter the country. Well, actually they can, and it's written in the Constitution. But yes, they are disappointed, of course, and I'm sure some go elsewhere and find somebody who agrees with them, and some will try by themselves. You know, all okay with me because I'd rather have a clear conscience. Now, weak and risky visa applications. What about those weak but not hopeless cases that we do take on? Well, what then? Well, yes, sometimes we try anyway because the client is insistent, and sometimes they are desperate. They want to see a particular relative despite the risk of it being turned down. Or I've had rare cases where couples haven't met in person because a sponsor can't travel due to health problems. They want a tourist visa, not a partner visa, but a tourist visa, and I've relented. Now, is Down Under Visa happy to take on these cases? Well, no, not really. Jeremy in particular usually groans on these occasions when we do, because he's the one at the coalface who deals with incoming documents and evidence in the office. Excuse me. No, that sounds awful. Sometimes, despite explaining the risks and insisting on specific extra documentation to strengthen their case to the embassy or the department, can be like pulling teeth. And if the application gets refused, who cops the blame? Yes, always us. Always our fault, has to be. Hence my reluctance, and hence me more often than not saying no when a visa refusal is highly likely. The best outcomes are those when the client appears 3 months later telling me he followed my advice and he and his Filipina lady are ready to do that tourist visa application, or sometimes even a partner visa application. But, hey, if you're sure and you're committed, well, why would you get a tourist visa? But look, if you insist on trying to get a visa despite our advice, realise that we will make our opinion very, very clear to you, and we will, a new thing now, we'll even get you to sign a letter of advice where you state that you and Down Under Visa do understand and acknowledge the high risk, and so there will be no misunderstandings if it doesn't go the way you want to. So, not sure if you have a strong case or not? Well, get an online visa assessment of your case. Take you 5 minutes and it's free. Just there on our website, www.downundervisa.com.au/visa-assessment. Thanks very much. This video was brought to you by Down Under Visa, who specialise in visas for Australian Filipina couples. Please visit our website and complete a free visa assessment form, and please watch some of our other videos. Thank you.